let's get into the Bubba the Love Sponge thing. I am so like proud of Bubba the Love Sponge. Like Bubba the Love Sponge is my North Star. Because I'm a man who went through some controversy a little over a year ago, almost a year and a half ago. And I went through a career-altering problem, issue, what have you. And it delayed some business opportunities that I've still been working on. It put a little pause on all of that. And it really kind of fucked over a few things. But as the skies have been clearing now, things, especially the last week or so, have been fucking crushing it, doing great. The last, I would say, 6 to 8 months have been fantastic. I look to a guy like Bubba the Love Sponge. There was a time where Bubba the Love Sponge was persona non grata. He was driving DoorDash. Just a few years ago, he was fucked. And Bubba is, for all intents and purposes, back. Like
he's back on the radio, right? Like at least in Florida.
He's doing the radio, he's doing the Rumble, he's doing the YouTube, he's doing the whole thing, and he's got tens of thousands of people at a time listening to him, maybe 100,000 if you count the radio. So Bubba is fucking crushing it. He's doing incredibly well. And the Hogan thing has been very good for him because he had he was the only one reporting that Hulk wasn't doing well and he may be on death's door.
Right, and everyone said that was him like trying to get a vendetta thing because of the other stuff.
Right.
And he proved out to be right.
And it turns out that Bubba the Love Sponge did have some insider information. So now Bubba wants to put out a Hulk Hogan documentary, and why not? I mean, it's huge for you. It's been the thing that's brought you back, that's got you a lot of front page news. I mean, he's on TMZ at least once a week. Because of all this Hulk Hogan stuff. So Bubba wants to put out this Hulk Hogan documentary. The problem is Nick Hogan, Hulk's only son, is now suing Bubba the Love Sponge. Now, I've kind of been wondering like what Nick's been up to.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of thought that Nick would just kind of be a silent inheritance kid and let Hogan's like trustees or let Hogan's business guys kind of run the Hulk Hogan brand.
Mm-hmm.
But Nick has kind of broken his silence to sue Bubba the Love Sponge. He doesn't want this documentary coming out saying that it infringes on his dad's copyrights and trademarks. Nick, who is acting as a representative for Hulk's estate, remember, Brooke kind of divorced herself from it.
Right. She gave away like rights and everything a long time ago.
Hulk got the new wife and she said, I don't want to get into a family fight over money or inheritance or property or business or anything like that.
I'm doing good on my own. I got mine.
I'm doing all right. So I'm just going to tap out. It's actually a remarkably mature thing to do. So Nick, acting as a representative for Hulk's estate, filed the lawsuit on Tuesday in a federal court in Florida. After Bubba revealed he's going to drop Video Killed the Radio Star, the untold story of the Hulk Hogan sex tape scandal, later this... Well, wait a minute. This sounds like it's about Bubba.
Him and his interaction with the thing.
So this is exactly what I said it was. This is Bubba telling his end of the story. Hulk just happens to be a part of it. You can't stop Bubba from doing that. You can't stop Bubba from talking about his life. You can't stop Bubba from telling this experience from his side. This is a nationally, internationally publicized story that's only been told from one side thus far. It's only fair that Bubba gets to tell his end of it and make a documentary. So this lawsuit is as frivolous gets, but at least this way Nick can say that he tried.
Sure. I mean, like, Bubba's whole thing with this, I have to say, like, either by force or by choice, he hasn't talked about any of this shit until now. How much more respectful can you be and still, if you have things you want to say,
well,
get the things you want to say out there?
He's talked about it. He hasn't gone too in-depth, but he has talked about it. Nick states the documentary, which promises to tell the real story of how Hulk's romp with Bubba's then-wife Heather Clem got leaked to the media, includes unauthorized images from the sex tape. In the suit, Nick alleges some of the video was actually played in a trailer that Bubba just recently released. Nick also claims Bubba, who's Real name is Todd Allen Clem. I thought Bubba legally changed his name. But anyway, has been promoting the documentary using Hulk's trademark without permission. Additionally, Nick says releasing the documentary would violate now this is interesting. I would have led with this. Nick says releasing the documentary would violate a settlement agreement Bubba and Hulk entered into over the tape back in 2012. The details of the agreement are redacted in the suit. So if they do have a stipulation in the lawsuit that says that
you hold your fucking tongue, he's breaking it.
Right? I think that
so he might have a decent leg to stand on there.
Maybe on that one, but not on the trademark thing. Violates his trademark. Bubba's just telling a story of a national news story. That would be like saying every time the news has covered Hulk Hogan and put out the Hulkamania stuff that they're violating his trademark.
His trademark, yeah.
It's not. It's a newsworthy event. But if there is something, again, in that settlement that says, you guys aren't going to talk about it. But then again, now with Hulk dead, is that deal broken?
Right? How far does this lawsuit and this settlement go?
Let's see. This is very easy. Let's just go. Does a death negate? Let's see. No, a death does not automatically negate a non-disclosure agreement. It depends on the specific terms of the contract and whether the obligations are personal to the deceased. If the NDA's provisions require only the personal performance of the deceased, like answering questions, the obligation may terminate. However, if the NDA is part of a corporate agreement or involves trade secrets, well...
All right, so we got trademarks and shit, so yeah.
Maybe.
You could probably get in on there.
Maybe. It'll be interesting. I think Bubba should be allowed to release it. I do.
You're going to give it more attention by trying to quash it than you are by ignoring it.
Right. Really. Thank you very much, Nick Hogan, for helping out Bubba's documentary, right?
Mm-hmm. Speaking of documentaries, I'm thirsty for part 2 of the Las Vegas one.
Oh, the Vegas shooting documentary. Yeah. Did you watch that whole thing yesterday?
No, I couldn't. I had my daughter down here. So I was like, she's gotten into watching some of her favorite stuff as things on YouTube. So I have to literally sit with her while she watches YouTube to make sure that, because it's just one account. So it's like I have to make sure that the stuff she picks to watch doesn't end up drifting over to my side of the algorithm where it's like, hey, you know how you prep your show with horrible stories about murder and death and things? Yeah, let's bring those up. I'm like, no, let's not.
People are saying that, why would Bubba want to bring this back up? It doesn't make him look good. Hulk Hogan fucked his wife, whatever. Here's what people don't understand. And I think when people ask that question, it really gives you an insight into them. When people are past something and they're not embarrassed of something because, look, I've grown from it, I've admitted it, blah, 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 like Bubba, it's not as big a deal to you as it is to other people. So for Bubba, this isn't as big a deal to him as it is to you or me or anyone else, because Bubba's like, that was a long time ago. That's not me anymore. Once something truly isn't you anymore, you can talk about it and you can be pretty open about it because you're like, well, I don't give a shit what people think about this because that ain't me.
None of this is changing because of your opinion. The past happened and I've moved on.
I mean, I know that from experience. There are people who go, oh my God, how could you? It's like, well, clearly I'm more over this than you are. I can't help that. That's something you got to process on your own.
Well, can you blame them? For you, it was forever ago or whatever. For them, they just read about it 5 minutes ago. They got to lose their shit.
Yeah. Hogan's accident was. Mad Move says, a Jew popped my rumble cherry. I didn't think it would make me smile. Conflicting feelings. Mazel tov, he says. Why is Mad Moof in second place? Because he's at one. Oh, hold on. He's in first place. You're right. I did fuck that up. Mad Moof is in first. Numero uno is in second. Now I'm not as retarded. There we go. And Rabbi Smoothie in third. Perfect. Now I nailed it. Rabbi Smoothie says that's like saying Ted Bundy is no longer guilty because he's dead. Well, now wait a minute. Ted Bundy was convicted in court of a crime. Bubba and Hogan settled a lawsuit out of court and said that they wouldn't discuss the matter. Well, if they said they wouldn't discuss the matter, then Hogan being dead doesn't matter. Bubba agreed not to discuss the matter. And if then Hogan's free of the agreement because he's dead, but I don't think Bubba's free of the agreement. So us radio guys, we got a fucking problem keeping our mouths shut before it's, you got to be quiet until it's absolutely over. Then you can start running your fucking mouth. Some of us radio guys, we're up by 30 points with a minute left in the game, and all we got to do is kneel on the fucking football. And that's what we do. And then when that minute expires and time is up and you won the game, you got everything you ever wanted, then you can fucking cock off, do whatever you want. But, when you're up by a bundle, like some of us are, you shut the fuck up. Eric with $1, thank you, says at least they went through with the lawsuit, unlike the numerous cease and desists Aaron has gotten. I mean, that's true. But, I think we, whether it was Fox 9 who sent us a cease and desist, Iowa who sent us a cease and desist, that Wright County station, KRWC, who sent us a cease and desist, Adrian, who sent us a cease and desist, we pretty much stopped at that point. I mean, we pretty much, I think we kind of went, okay, we've had our fun, but that, not so fun anymore. Let's go ahead and cut this off where it is. We got time for one more. And we got the open drink story. Oh, Drewski. Am I the only one who's fucking annoyed by this Drewski guy? I don't get Drewski. To me, Drewski is that try-hard asshole who found a grift. Like a Tim Pool. This Drewski guy, if you're black and untalented, just be a conservative. I think that's all it is. If you're black and you're struggling in the entertainment business, just go, I'm a Republican. Oh, man, isn't reverse racism fucking crazy, yo? Just basically be a minstrel show for right-wingers. And they'll be like, oh, we love you. We needed a black friend. So when our liberal friends called us racist, we could say, what about Drewski? Crowder Wears Panties says, LOL, the Drewski thing fucking rules. Well, Drewski does this thing where he goes out in whiteface and he parties with white people. And he's like, yeah, whiteface, isn't this? To me, it's like black people just going, hey, white people, you're not allowed to do this. Let me do it. And I get, you could argue he's exposing the hypocrisy, but I don't know if he's that smart. I saw Drewski on ESPN recently, and he was wearing a Barry Sanders jersey. And the woman he was doing the show with was like, oh, so this is like Shedeur Sanders. And he's like, oh, fucking hell. I did like him in that moment. But I don't know much about him other than I've seen him on ESPN and I've seen the 2 whiteface videos he did. So maybe some of you have watched some Drewski shit and you can help me out with this. But this is the bit he did with the whiteface thing at a NASCAR event. That's my thing about everything I've ever seen Drewski do is it's so on the nose and it's so pounded into the ground. Hey, I'm in whiteface. Oh, I get it, because white people can't do blackface. And I'm at NASCAR. It's the hackiest thing you can do to be white is be a hillbilly with a southern accent. So it's my thing with Drewski is it's all really low level shit. There's not a lot of, it ain't exactly Matt Stone and Trey Parker.
Here's the love. Here's the honor. If you can't come in her, come on her. Yeah!
I will say this, it takes fucking dedication to paint your entire fucking body white. And that's a big boy, so that's a lot of fucking makeup.
Born in the USA. Hey, Suanna.
She's not listening.
He come up. You need to listen to your nana. Go ahead, baby.
Like the easiest thing you can do is just do a stereotypical white hillbilly thing. Like,
Girl, you crazy now.
that was a black laugh. That was a black laugh.
Hey, me ma. How you doing, baby? How you doing, baby? Good. All right now.
Oh God, and he even painted a bad tan on himself with sun. Jesus.
Hey, you lost, boss?
No, I'm going to the race.
What race?
NASCAR race.
You going to NASCAR?
Yes, sir. A little bit.
You ain't lost, did you?
No, I'm good. I'm going to the race, sir.
Sure about that?
Yes, sir.
Find something safe to do, boy.
This rules. Crowder wears panties went the Drewski thing fucking rules. This rules. I've lost my touch. Maybe we deserve to be 75 short at 10:30 today. Maybe hitting today's goal and going over, maybe it needed to be the generosity of one guy who felt sorry for us. Maybe I've lost my touch on what's funny because this is I'm uncomfortable at how bad this is. Again, if you're black, just go hard right if you're struggling in entertainment.
Yeah. If liquor don't kill us, pussy must. Baby. Oh, that's go. I think.
Did you just steal Chad Zumach's line, bring home the troops? That's some bullshit.
Dan Arthur.
Randy Van Dever.
Dan Arthur. Oh, South Dakota.
Yeah.
Damn right. Proud to be American.
Well, I guess that's funny. That's really good. I'm wrong, and everybody else is right. And that's... I mean, I'll say that, look, people are saying in the chat, they're saying it's a good paint job. No, he did a great makeup job. That part was really good. He went all out for it. Campground is where it's at. White Power Hour, dummy. Sorry. Did I miss White Power Hour? That's on me. Maybe being short at the end is the show, or at least a lot of people's favorite part, says Mad Move. The victory dance yesterday was funny. Thank you. It is. I get it. People do say they're like, the way you act like such a fucking asshole when you win is hilarious. Sorry. I do enjoy it. Chevrolet JB says, ever see a black dude's first time at a mud bog event? That sounds racist. They always have an awesome time and love white people by the end. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. MSO says, W, let's clarify one thing before we go today. MSO did win because we may have gone over by $30 for tomorrow, but we did it at like 10:33, 10:34, and that doesn't count. MSO won today. Papa Shab says, Aaron, you should go to a Kendrick Lamar concert in blackface. That's why I think the Drewski thing bothers me, is it's because it's such an easy, non-risky thing to do. Like, he could remove all the makeup and paint and everyone would go, ah, ha, ha, that's hilarious. You're black. Oh, well, have a beer. But like, again, do the Kendrick Lamar concert. First of all, if you go to a Kendrick Lamar concert in blackface, I mean, it's going to be a lot of white chicks and white people there anyway, depending on the city. So I don't know. Maybe Drewski's great and I'm an asshole. $5 from Hunter says, I have yet to see you do a show that bombs financially and say the show was anything but perfect. Oh no, there's a lot of shows that work out that I felt were meh, not great. But I also can't help it that we just are dependable and do a really fucking killer show every day. Thank you for the 5, Hunter. Wow. It's, I tell you what, $38 difference between the cuck share and first place. We'll see what we do tonight. Thank you guys very much. Fantastic job. Fantastic show. Another win for the toe. We will see you again at 6 o'clock tonight. Take it easy and have a great rest of your day.